It's a world press conference to unveil the Future is Now project, a movement dedicated to pushing for more political seats for young people. The chairman and the two co-conveners urge older politicians to concede more political positions to the youths.
We are today announcing a strong commitment to close the gap and push further for a more dramatic inclusion of younger candidates in the electoral processes, especially in the State Houses of Assembly and the Federal House of Representatives, where we are asking that more experienced and older politicians should make commitments, firm commitments, and sign on to a plan of action that results into composition of state assemblies and House of Representatives with 70% of young members.
I am under 25. I represent the generation that has been told to wait for tomorrow. But how long shall we keep waiting? My generation is not the future of Nigeria. We are the present.
In a nation where young voices are too often dismissed, it is something we have not seen in a very long time. Elders and youth, side by side, midwifing a future together. That is history in the making.
In his goodwill message, a former Minister of Youth Development, Mr. Solomon Dalong, expressed support for the movement's aspirations.
You need to also be active in the political system, because nobody will ever sit down and donate power to you. And so our political system is basically couched around the delegate system. And it's the delegates that determine who becomes a leader. And so even if all of you here contest election and abandon the delegate system to those who will go and collect money, nobody will be elected. And so you will remain perpetually excluded.
The movement is then officially unveiled, and the convener speaks on their motivation.
We advocate for and ensure that 50% of executive appointments at both federal and state levels are reserved for young Nigerians under the age of 40. We will pursue this vision, number 8, by mobilizing and supporting credible youth candidates across all political parties. We will engage actively and firmly with stakeholders, policymakers, and institutions to implement reforms that will favor youth representation at governance levels in Nigeria.
The movement urges Nigerian youths to sign up for the movement on its website, www.futureisnow.ng. Daily Amoyeni, Channels Television News.